Thursday morning thoughts. It's AT Malone, the first of my name because the second is already here. If you haven't already, please like, share, subscribe, even comment for more videos from your boy. This is the first Thursday morning thoughts of the year. I just thought about that and I'm ready to cook a little bit, man. It is actually 5:11 a.m. I've already worked out, showered, and now I need to get my thoughts off. So, I want to start off with this. Maybe it's me, maybe I'm tripping, maybe it's the radical thoughts that go on in my mind. But as you go about your day, you're running errands, you are living your life. And when you go outside in public, when you are running these errands and living your life, and when you look at people, do you notice or get that feeling or that perception that a lot of these people that are walking around are lifeless, brain dead, don't have a sense of direction or their surroundings at all? Like they're just on a certain hamster wheel that they just cannot get off and they're just going in circles and they're lifeless creatures living amongst us. That's what I'm starting to think. And it brings me to this quote that I wrote. Me and my son had a conversation about because I do talk to my son every single week. There's not one week that me and him don't have a sit down in this very living room about life, what's going on with him, what are his thoughts. So he gets his thoughts off through me, right? I'm the guy that absorbs the information because we need to talk to our children. But, anyways, the quote was this: in order to create change, you must rewire your programming. So, that was the quote. And that quote really means this: people like to talk about what they have and what they do not have, and what should be and what isn't, and why their life isn't going in the direction that they want it to. Well, in order to create certain changes within your life, you must start, I'm sorry, rewiring your programming. Meaning, there might be certain things that are learned behaviors that maybe you develop growing up or being around certain people that rubbed off on you, but they're not good things. They're not good habits. They're not good traits or characteristics. And once you realize that maybe you're not at a certain success level or things just keep going wrong in your life, it just might be the certain decisions that you're making. It could be your outlook on life. And in order for those things to stop happening, you got to reprogram your thinking. You have to rewire everything. Sometimes you got to throw away all of the things that you've learned over the years and start anew. Maybe you have to change your social group because maybe they are holding you back from getting to the levels that you want to be in. Rewire. Stop all of the bad habits that you have finally realized that are bad in your life and start creating good ones. That's what I meant by rewiring your programming. Because once you do that, things start changing. Things will start going in the direction that you want it to. You won't have so many quote unquote bad days, and life will start being different. But I think that a lot of people are just walking around with no sense of self worth, no self respect. I even think that a lot of people have forgotten about the good things that they were raised on, meaning home training. And home training, yes, it's an old terminology, but it's these morals and these values that your parents have instilled within you that you carry on and you pass on when you decide to procreate and have your own children. And I think people lost that a lot. But guys, one thing that we always need to keep with us is this. I'm from the South, I'm from Texas, born and raised. We have a thing called Southern hospitality. We have a thing called being a Southern gentleman. And regardless of how bad society has gotten as far as their core values, we should always make sure that we keep those good characteristics, those good traits, the home training that we have learned over the years. Never stop doing that stuff, man. And the reason why I say this is because we have to be above all of the nonsense. We do. Just because people want to act radical, just because people are disrespectful, that doesn't mean that you have to be the same way. You have to be above it. In gestures, right? There's nothing wrong with doing good gestures to random people because maybe one small gesture could change somebody's day. They might be having a bad day and they could be having a good day by the gesture that you give them. Just saying hello, smiling, opening doors for people. But at the same time, it needs to be acknowledged as well. And if it isn't acknowledged, this is my radical self talking, then you need to let them know that you did do a good gesture because it's called common courtesy. For an example, last week I took my son to Chick-fil-A for breakfast. And as soon as we were about to walk in, a DoorDash guy was walking out. He had his hands full. So I opened the door. My son steps to the side to let the guy go through so he can go get his delivery made. Well, the dude just walked past. And I'm with my son. The thoughts that were going through my head was, how do I respond to this? Because my son was looking at me like, what? This dude just walked by? It's cold outside. He didn't say anything. So I had to address the gentleman. And the way that I addressed the gentleman was as he walked by and didn't say thank you, I yelled. I said, hey. And he looked back. I said, you're welcome. And sometimes you got to give people that reality check like, look, I did this nice gesture for you, even though I didn't have to, but I chose to. And it's like a please and thank you type of thing, right? So, guys, listen, just because people act a certain way does not mean you do. But at the same time, acknowledgement does contribute to the respect level that you get for doing those nice gestures. And maybe some people need that reality check like, damn, I don't even say thank you when somebody is doing something nice for me that they didn't have to. And I'm pretty sure that's what that gentleman needed. So it's a yin and a yang to everything. But never lose sight of the core values and the principles and the upbringing and the home training that you have. Because you have to be above it all. You can't complain about it if you participate in it, right? So that is my Thursday morning thoughts. Please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, guys, because I'm going to continue to cook. It is actually 5:20, almost 10 minutes, straightforward, no jump cuts, no edits, none of that type of stuff. If I make a mistake, so be it. I'm only going to get better with my communication. All right, stay tuned. I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.